Welcome to the Embassy of Mike Graham. This is my heaven and my hell. Justice gone mad. Up in Scotland, they convicted a man of rape. He was over the age of 21 when he was convicted, but he was only 17 when he committed the rape. And worse than that, he raped a 13-year-old girl, someone that he had been sexually assaulting for a while. Sean Hogg is his name. Unbelievably, he didn't get sent to prison. Guess why? Because the judge in the case said he wasn't actually really old enough to know what he was doing. But he was 17. When you're 17, you can join the army. When you're 17, in some parts of the world, you can vote. When you're 17, you can probably do a great many things and know precisely why you're doing them. For some reason in Scotland, they don't think that counts. They've given him 270 hours of community service instead, which sounds ridiculous to me. That's my idea of judicial hell. The Trump circus. Did you see what happened in New York this week? Donald Trump gets paraded around outside the courthouse, inside the courthouse. He gets told that they're going to charge him with more than 30 counts of felony indictments because he mistook some form of his business accounts, right? They've got him on some ridiculous charge, and it really is ridiculous because guess what? They couldn't make it stick as a federal case. They're now doing it as a local case in Manhattan. There's a bloke called Alvin Bragg who seems to be the man prosecuting Donald Trump, the former president of the United States of America. It was a complete circus. He'll probably get off. It'll be a waste of time. But worst of all, it'll probably make him president of the United States again because he's got more money now, he's got more support, and people think that he is being persecuted and that he was right all along, that they're all out to get him. What an absolute terrible situation and terrible hell for anyone who likes America. The madness of King Charles. How do you fancy a portrait of King Charles? I'm not particularly a fan of King Charles, and I don't particularly want a portrait of him hanging in my house. But if you're a council, you can apparently have one for free. And unfortunately for us, the taxpayers, we're picking up the bill. It's going to cost 8 million quid for all of these pictures of the king. I don't know if we're living in some kind of bizarre plutocracy where you're supposed to put a picture of the monarch up in your council chamber. I can't imagine many of the Labour ones doing it. Maybe the Tory ones will do it. But why does it cost 8 million quid? I could get it done at Happy Snaps for a lot less money. So for me, King Charles's portraits are hell. He's good as a band. The shocking news about this is that French have come up with something actually useful. The French, who normally don't do anything that we like, have actually done something brilliant. They've banned e-scooters in Paris. Now, they haven't just banned the illegal ones, like the ones here, where you have to actually rent the ones that you have to use because the other ones are completely and utterly illegal. No, they've banned every one, even the rental ones, so you can't even rent a scooter in Paris. The only problem is, of course, in Paris, they don't really abide by the law very much. You can still set fire to a car and throw a petrol bomb at the police. You just can't do it on an e-scooter because apparently they're banned. But that's heaven to me. The Stepmaster. Do you remember how they said if you walked long enough, you would live longer? If you took 10,000 steps and you counted them all on your little phone device and it told you that you were being very healthy, 10,000 steps would ensure that you were the healthiest you could ever be. Well, it turns out that was a load of old rubbish because apparently it's actually 8,000. There's a new study that says you don't have to do the 10, you only have to do the 8. And if you do 8,000, you'll be just as well off as you thought you were when you did 10. So just do 8 or don't do any. But the good news is it's heaven if you want to keep fit. Brakes don't work. If you're one of those people that likes to take a break while you're working, it's not doing what you think it's doing. You might think it's making you a better worker. You might think it's calming you down. You might think it's de-stressing you and it's giving you time to think about what you're doing. Well, that's all rubbish because a new study says people who take breaks are just doing nothing at all. They're just lazy and they don't want to work. So if you've been asked to take a break or somebody has told you they're going to take a break, you can tell that they are not very interested in working at all. So I think this study is brilliant. I think you should heed it. Don't let people take breaks because all it is an excuse to do nothing at all. It's heaven for me. That was this week's Heaven and Hell. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe it, and I'll see you next time on the Embassy of Mike Gretton.